students of St. Peter's College, California branch for our environment studies, lesson of environment studies. Today, our lesson is safety and precautions. When we are talking about safety and precautions, main thing we have to go for accidents. What is an accident? We have to think about the accident. Then only we have to think what are the precautions we have to take, what is the safety things that we have to use. So, we'll see what is the accident. An accident is something bad that happens without knowing or planning and will damage something or hurt someone. An accident is something bad that happens without knowing or planning and will damage something or hurt someone. So, what is this accident? We don't know when will this happen. So, we have to be careful every time when we are doing our work, we are on our daily life. Accidents can happen anywhere, at any time. Accidents can happen anywhere, anytime. So, places where accidents can occur. Places where this accident can occur or accident can happen. We'll see what are the places now. At home, at the school premises, in the playground, on the road. At home, anywhere we can get accident. At the school premises, in the playground, on the road. We'll see at home what will happen. What are the common accidents that can happen at home? Accidents that happen at home. First, getting burned while cooking. This is very common accident that's happening in our houses because while cooking, mothers are getting burned from the fire, from the hot pans or from the hot thing that they have cooked. Or you see this child. This is a very common and very careless thing that's happening at home. Where when mothers are keeping their hot pans close to the table, then what is children doing? They are trying to pull it down. Even a teacup, even a hot water cup or hot pan, hot curry, anything can drop. Or mothers can spill their hot water or hot curry onto the flame of the gas cooker. They can burn. Or here's another one, ironing. When the ironing also is really the main thing that can happen, that can burn ourselves. Iron is very hot. What is happening? If we touch it, if we by accident, it will burn our hand or wherever we touch. Next is by electric shock. By electric shock. Here see this small kid, what is he doing? He is biting the wire. When this plastic, this rubber part has gone, if it is damaged, what happened? He will get electrocuted. Or sometimes the small children are putting their fingers to the plug points. Or some are putting the plugs, inserting the plug, very careless way. They do not hold it. They just putting the plug inside with very careless way. Then what is happening? They are getting electrocuted. Next is falling from high places. Falling from high places. Normally, when we are doing our work, when we have to take something from the cupboard, there are high places. We have to take something from the cupboard, or we have to keep something on the cupboard, or when we are going to pluck something from the garden, or mangoes or anything. What is happening? If a small mistake happen, if we be careless, what will happen? We are falling. What is happening? Normally the small children, a lot of small children are doing this without any safety. That means if you are getting on to something, the ladder should be very stable. It should be very stable, or somebody has to hold it. Somebody is holding the ladder, it's very safe. So you have to keep someone every time to hold the ladder and get on. Otherwise, if you fall, what will happen? Something will happen bad. The next one is cut hand for the sharp object. Cut hand. Normally, we are using so many sharp things in our home, especially in the kitchen. This is the grater. Grater also very sharp thing. So when we are using this grater, what is happening? We have to be very careful. And the knife, especially when we are using the knife, we have to be very careful. And whatever it is, the fork when you are using, and whatever it is, the garden instruments, then we have to be careful with those things when you are using. And the last one is poisoning food. Sometimes by mistake we are having food that not good for our health. But it's also by accident. By accident it can happen. We can have a drink or something without checking the expiry date. After we drink only we know, oh, it's expired. And what happened? Or what biscuit or tin food, the canned food, we can have, but without checking the expiry date. So what is happening? Without knowing we are having it, then body is getting refusing and starting to vomit and allergy. This is also an accident. Without knowing we are taking this bad food. Let's see how to prevent from the accidents that happen at home. How to prevent from these accidents that happen at home. How to prevent these things? Be cautious when using sharp tool. We have to be very cautious. Why? When we are cutting something, we can't look here and there and cut. That is, when we are using a sharp thing, we have to look at that and think about it, and we have to be very careful when we are using the sharp tools, that means knife or anything. Handle the fire with care. Handle the fire with care. When you are doing with something using fire, think that we are cooking. Now fire is here. So can we move here? We can't just play with this. That means moving here and there, laughing and doing something. No. We have to be very careful when fire is there, because sometimes it will touch our hand, or it will touch our clothes, and our whole body will get burned out. Or after cooking, especially we have those parents, the mothers has to cook their food in a very safe way, especially when there are small children at home. When you're younger, very small, young brothers and sisters are there, we must not keep the hot things very closer to the edge. We have to keep very inside of the table, very deep inside, that then they can't reach. Children can't reach the hot things. And next is, do not touch damaged wire. If you see this wire is damaged, if you notice this wire is damaged, please don't touch the wire. Let it be and show it to adult, and they will do something. They will remove the wire, or they will put a plaster, they will put a cello tape, or they will cover it something. Until that, we can't use we can't use it, because by accident, if it is touched something, we'll get electrocuted. So don't touch any damaged wire anytime. The next is, do not touch switches with wet hand. This is the next one that we are getting electrocuted. With wet hand, we must not turn on the switches or turn off switches. Every time our hands must get very dry. We have to wipe it very well and touch the switch. Wear a pair of rubber slippers when you work with electricity. Every time you have to wear a pair of rubber slippers when you are handling the electricity. Even if it is better that when you are touching the fridge, even refrigerator, if there is a rubber slippers with you, it's really safe. Or when you are using a plugs or any electric appliances, you please use the rubber slippers, then use it. Next is accidents that happen in school premises or playground. It can be playground, school premises or playground. It can happen. These are the common accidents can happen in the school or the playground. First is falling from the stairway or high places. Falling from the stairway or high places. What are the children doing when they are on the stairways? What they do? They run. They run down. And in the high places, small children like to climb everywhere. What they see, they like to climb. But they have to be very careful when we are climbing something. You have to think whether we can do this, whether it's safety. And sometimes if you fall, you will damage lot. Your body will damage lot. Or in the staircase also, you have to be, when you're using the staircase, you have to be very careful. You must not push others. You must not run on the staircase. Cut for the sharp objects. Cut for the sharp objects. At school, what are the sharp objects? In the playground, there are sharp objects we can get. Sometimes children has put some broken things. A broken glass thing, glass pieces, they have thrown it. So what happens if somebody trample it? It will cut your feet. Or in the classroom also there are many sharp objects. We can get as some sharp means you can get a point things like pencils, sharp pencil. This is a common thing that children getting hurt from the pencil. When the next one is using the pencil, when they move here and there, it's hurting others, or hand, or sometimes eyes. And the other sharp object means you can get it, the compass. Compass also very, when you are using the compass, you have to be very careful. It goes with a little bit bigger children, but when you are handling, sometimes you are bringing to school, then we have to handle very careful. Next, knocking each other while running or playing. What is happening when children are running? When children are running from in the playground, what is happening? One coming from the other one side, other one is coming from the other side. What is happening? They knock each other without knowing. This is an accident, not a purpose. They are knocking each other. Happening. They will hurt a lot. Not little, sometimes it will be little, but it's hurt a lot. It will damage a lot. Sometimes when you are going out from some classroom or something, someone is coming inside the classroom. What is happening if they don't know? They knock each other. So when you are moving, especially when the crowded places, school is with lot of people, lot of children. So in this place, we have to be very careful when you are moving here and there. We don't know, anytime somebody will come to our front. So we have to move very slowly and think about yourself and others. And falling while running. Yes. For the interval, in the morning, after school, or anywhere you're starting to run and play. That's how. But when you're running, running, what happened? You will slip and fall. You will slip and fall anywhere. You will not from the stone or step or anywhere. You will fall. This is a nail. They show like a nail. They are going to hurt. This nail will go through the shoe even. We can't say, he is wearing shoe, he won't get hurt. No. Here, this nail can go through the shoe and it will hurt the person. Yeah, they are knocking each other. This is the stairway. See how nice they are coming from one side. Only this person is coming here. But one side we have to come down, the other side we have to use to go up. And falling from high places can be swing while you're playing. It's a swing or even from the bench. Let's see what's next. Next we'll see how to prevent from the accidents that happen at school or playground. We'll see how we can prevent these accidents and how to prevent from the accident that can happen to us, to our friends. First, do not push others. Do not push others. When you are walking, when you are running, children used to push your friends. Push their friends when they are running or when they are walking. So, must not push others. What will happen? Suddenly, if you push someone, they will fall. Where we don't know what will happen. So, we never push others. And do not fight. You must not fight. End of the fight, we don't know who will get hurt and how it will be. So, we must not fight. And do not play in the classroom. Do not play. Classroom is a place to study. It is not a playground. Playground is to play. So, you can't play inside the classroom. Classroom is a place that you have to sit and study. And because the classroom is a small place. In small place, there are so many children. And there are tables, chairs. So, if you start to play in the classroom, we don't know at what time we will fall and where we will of our head or anything. So we have to be very careful. We must not play inside the classroom. Do not throw stones at others. Children, what they do, when they are playing, when they see a stone or hard thing, whatever they get, they throw to other people, other friends. They won't accept the thing that other, accept anything that like happening, bad thing to happen. But it will hurt others, it will hurt their friend. So do not throw stones. You never throw stones to other people. Do not run in the corridors. Do not run in the corridor. Corridor is a small area. Corridor is a narrow area, very narrow area to walk. There's no much space in the corridor. So if you run in the corridor, what will happen? You will knock to someone, and both of you get hurt. Next thing, accident that can happen by animals. Animals also can hurt us anytime. Getting bite from dogs. Dog, they are animals, even though they are very friendly, even though they are a dog, but anytime by mistake or anything, what happens? Dog can bite us. Getting stung by poisonous serpent, wasp or bees. Those are very poisonous animals. Getting attacked by elephants. So, in the forest area, this is a very common thing. It can attack by elephant. A lot of people are getting attacked by elephant. Can stung by wasp or bee and dog. Let's see how to prevent this. How to prevent from accidents caused by animals. How to prevent these accidents caused by animals. Do not try to touch strange animals. Do not touch to strange animals. The animal, if it is the animal is strange, you can't touch this. We are not sure whether this animal, even this, let's say as an example, a dog. Nice dog is there in a relative's place. So what we do? This is the first time we have seen this nice dog. So adorable, so cute, nice dog. What we do, as soon as we go there, we try to touch animal. This dog can bite us because it's a strange dog that we also strange for this dog. So it doesn't like when someone is touching them. When stranger touch it, they don't like. What they do, they bite the person. So we must not touch any strange animal. Next is, do not hurt animals. This is like some children are there, some even adults, they used to hurt animals. Even their own dog, they used to hurt. They used to pulling their tails, pulling their ears and hitting them. They don't like even like us. We don't like to anyone to hurt us. Like that, the animals are also same. They don't like anyone to hurt them. So what they do, how they react, they are biting. They are attacking to us. So we must not hurt the animal, even our dog. If it is even our dog, we can't hurt it. We are not sure. Even they staying with us, even they living with us. Anytime time they can bite us and hurt us. Next is, do not walk outside in the dark without a light. In night time, you don't go out without a light. That means you have to switch on the outside light, or you have to take a torch. You have to carry a torch and go out. We don't know what is there outside. Most of the poisonous animals are coming out in the dark time. In the night time, they come out. Then we can't see what is there. Especially on the grass, there we can't see. So it has to be very clear to walk in the night. Do not try to break the beehives or throw stones to the beehives. When beehives are there, but sometimes people they like to throw the stone and break it. They don't want to throw the stones and break it out. What happens? These are attacking. Accidents caused by water. Accident caused by water. We'll see how it happened. Getting drawn. You see, people are getting drawn. Even they are good swimmers. Sometimes they are getting drawn. Being dragged into water by crocodiles. Okay? Getting stung in the mud. There are muddy places. If we keep our legs, if we get into that mud, we can't come out. And by flooded areas. Also, it's really lot of accidents can happen in this flooded times, right? When it's flooded, so many accidents can happen. How to prevent from accidents caused by water? We'll say how to prevent these accidents caused by water. How? Do not go out for swimming without an adult. Don't go, especially small children. They can't go by themselves for swimming. Even a pool, even a river, nowhere. They have to every time be with the adult. Their mother, father, or anyone can look after them. Do not bathe in unknown places. Suddenly when we are going somewhere, we are going on trip, suddenly we can't stop the vehicle. That when we see a river or lake or something, we can't stop the vehicle and we can't go and bathe there. No. If it is unknown place, we can't bathe. Because some places are there very dangerous. If we get in, we can't come out again. There are so many dangerous places. If it is sure, we can make sure this place is okay to bathe, then only we have to get into the water and bathe. Do not play in flooded areas. Little boys and girls, little children, they like when they flooded areas, what they do, they like to play in the water. So when floods come, what happens? We can't see what is down. That means we don't know what is inside, under the water. So sometimes there are drains, sometimes so many pits are there. So people are going inside and kill themselves. So in flooded areas we must not play. Next this is also a very common thing. Accidents on road. we'll see what are those. Road accidents are the most common type of accident. This is a very common type. How? What are the main accidents we'll see? Getting knocked down by vehicles. Getting knocked down by how? When we are going on the road, if we are careless, we can knock to some other vehicle. You see, he tried to cross this road and he has knocked to this vehicle. And all due to slipping. Some people are putting the unwanted things on the road. While after eat something, a banana, mango, they put the skin down. And what else? Or even a cellophane or from anything small, they can, other people can slip and they can fall. And from the landslides. When in mountain areas, these landslides are very common. It can kill people. It's damaging lot to vehicles and the roads. The facts that cause to road accident. What are the facts? What are the reasons? What are the things that cause to this road accident? Drunk drivers, high-speed drivers, when drivers they are going over speed, they can't stop it, they can't control their vehicle, they can be met with an accident or they will knock to some other person because of out of control. Breaking road rules. Some doesn't obey the road rules. If there's a sign to say stop, they won't stop. They start to move. If they say drive slowly, no, they won't drive slowly. They continue to drive the same speed. That means fast. Like that, some people, not everyone, some people are there, they do not obey the road rules. Not using the pavement by the pedestrian. Pedestrian. Who are the pedestrians? The people are walking on the road. These people are walking on the road. What they do? They are not using a pedestrian. Pedestrian is for the this pavement is used for the pedestrians. So these pedestrians must use this pavement. They can't come out to the road and walk. What people do? They are leaving the pedestrian. They are walking on the road. Then how can the vehicle go? How can they go on the road? No, they can't drive. No, then what will happen? These pedestrians also breaking the rules and they will knock to some vehicle. Using mobile phones on the road. When people are walking, what they do? They continuously using their phone. And what they happen? They are forgetting they are on the rail. They are thinking only their call. They are concentrating only about their call. They don't know where are they walking, what they have to do next. What happens? They will knock to some vehicle. And carelessness. There's a lot of carelessness. When people are walking on the road, these pedestrians and drivers both are very careless. Pedestrians, they won't cross the road carefully. They are just crossing here and there. They won't walk on the pavements. And the drivers also same. They won't care about the pedestrian or the other vehicles. Riding on the footboard in the trains and buses, what people do, they won't go inside, they stay there on the footboard and travel. What happens? That is very dangerous. Not using the pedestrian crossing to cross the road. This is I mentioned this before. Pedestrian crossing is for pedestrian to cross the road to other side. So you cross the road everywhere you want. No, you have to go to pedestrian crossing when you want to move to other side of the road. Then you have to go from the pedestrian crossing. When you are using the pedestrian crossing, you have to stop. At once you can't go to the other side. No, some people are there. When they come to the pedestrian crossing, they think, no, I can walk straight. No, you have to stop there a little while and see whether road is safe for you to cross. Then only when vehicles stop, then only you have to cross the road quickly. You can't walk slowly much you can. No, you have to, if it is safe only, you have to cross the road. Next is putting the heads and hand out from the vehicle. When you're traveling, a lot of children what they do, they like to put their heads out from the vehicle. They like to put their hands from the vehicle. It's really dangerous. It can knock to. Sometimes the vehicles are going very close by. Otherwise, or sometimes when you are going closer to closer by something, it can hit to a light post or some branch or anywhere we can knock. So we never put our head and hand out from our vehicle. We have to sit and travel. Next we'll see now, those are the accidents that happen commonly in our house and everywhere, in our school. Well, this is that accidents, not because of our fault, not because of anything. This is a naturally. Naturally, there are many disasters can happen. Right? We'll see what are these natural disasters. First, floods. This is very common. Then drought. Floods and then drought. Drought also very common. Sometimes some areas this drought is very common. There is no water for some time. Many months they don't have water. So what happened? Plants will dry without water. No water. Then animals are dying without water. Then at last what happened? No food for the people. No food for no water for the people. Then those people also very hard. They are having a very hard life without water. These areas people can't. They are getting very hard life when it's drought. So this is cyclone. Next is cyclone. Cyclone also very dangerous. It damages lot of things, houses, trees, buildings, and everything. Cyclone is the wind is it's turning around and around and taking everything and breaking everything. And landslides. This landslide is happening in the mountain areas. In the mountain areas, what happens? Then there is no much trees, whatever road is breaking and the whole land is coming down. Earthquakes. Earthquake also. It's not happening in our country. It's not common. But Japan, it's a very common thing. Earthquakes shake the earth. We start to shake the floor. And it's breaking everything. Then tsunami. Tsunami also once we have experienced only once to our country. It's also a very bad experience. This tsunami and storms, thunderstorm. That means thunder, rain, wind, everything comes together and it's also sometimes finishing with a lot of damages. your worksheet, there's a thing I have given you to fill it out. Accident, these are the accidents. What are the accidents? Dog bite, burning, flood, fainting, electric shock, and drowning. Right? For these accidents, you have to find out what can you do. If a dog bite, what can you do? Next step, as after dog bite, what is the next step you can do? Right? What are the precautions? Is the lesson. What are the precautions and what should not be done? When it happens, what should not be done? Okay? Dog bite, burning, floods, fainting, electric shock, drowning. So these things, we have talked about these things. So very easy to fill those things. Very simply, you fill this chart. Next is infections and diseases. Next is infections and diseases. Those infections and diseases also, it's hurt us. It's making us damage. Like after we get infected, we can't do our work. That's how it's damaging us. Right? Stopping our daily work. We can't work. We can't go to school. Your parents can't go to office. Everything. Sometimes they can't get down from the bed. That much getting hurt. So, what are these infections and diseases? From infection and diseases, we are having fever, flu, cough, cold, and chickenpox. What? Those things. See, this chickenpox also, it's also a disease when it's happened, when we infected, what happened? We can't go out. We have to stay inside. So, because a lot of our skin is getting damaged, so we can't go out. Next, how to prevent from infection diseases. How to prevent from infection diseases. How to prevent from these diseases? Diseases, common good habits. If we follow a good habit, we can prevent. We can prevent from these diseases. How to prevent? Cover your mouth and nose when you have cough or when you sneeze continuously. If you know you have cough, now you are not well, I am continuously coughing. So don't cough in front of other people. You can't cough, it's not a good habit. So every time you have to use a hanky. Or if someone is in front of you, if you feel to cough, or then you have to move, or you have to close your mouth. And especially when you sneeze, don't sneeze to other person. Sneeze, we are sending a lot of germs out. When we in front of others, if we sneeze, that means we are sending a lot of germs to other person, right? So every time careful not to sneeze, not to cough in front of others. When you sneeze, what do you have to do? Cover your mouth. Now it's really common for us wearing mask because of this infection. This is because of this. Now we know how to cover. Now we are practice for that to protect ourselves. This is also the same. Go to a doctor as soon as you get symptoms. If you feel symptoms means that if it is a fever, you know what are the symptoms? You are getting headache and your body temperature is getting high, you don't have appetite. Those are the symptoms of the fever. What you have to do? Quickly, you have to go to doctor and get a medicine. And you must avoid the public. You must don't go to public places because it will spread out. Wash your hands often. Wash your hands when you come to house, before you eat. When after you go out from somewhere, you have to wash your hands before you eat. Like when you're staying outside, as much as you can, you wash your hands. Practice for that. Then you can protect yourself. Don't share personal items. This is also very good thing to practice. Don't share your personal things with others. There are personal things, there are common things. So we learn about that. So personal thing is only for us. So don't try to use these personal things. Don't give your personal things to others, or don't use others' personal things also. So, children, this is end of the lesson. Safety and precaution. Now you know what are the things happening by the accident, how to prevent these accidents. So you have to keep those things in mind, then you can be safe every day. Accident it's not happening by purpose. So every time when you're doing work, when you're walking, when you're running, when you're playing, everywhere, when you're doing work, when you're starting to do work, you have to check everything. And you have to look after yourself, or you have to look after other person also. So children, this is the end of the lesson. Hope you have got this information. Oh, God bless you all.